Dead Space 3. We're doing the collectibles on Chapter 9 and the optional mission, Supply Depot, AA Gamer for Life, Demented Priest. Okay, so when you start off, you're in the Waystation. Come in, you get a little cutscene with the frozen guy here. Okay, once you get done with that, circle around to where the generator is. There's a weapons part in there, and obviously you need to use the generator before you can go down the elevator. And you want to make sure to throw a gear on the other side of the wall there so you can activate the elevator. But anyway, use the bench, make sure you get your weapons part, and then continue on with the mission. Wasn't going to leave without picking up my weapon part, was I? Alright, so you continue on, go down the elevator. You open the door to the kitchen here.
Mouth shut.
There's a feeder that jumps through the duct or whatever. Grab your next weapons part, and then continue on. The next few rooms will be filled with feeders. Okay, hit the audio log here before you go into the next room. There'll be a bunch of feeders feeding on something in there.
Personal log, Sam Ackerman. 3 days I've been quiet, hiding in the dark. I have to get to the radio, call for help. I think there may be a way around them by throwing...
Okay, once you get into the next room and you clear out all the feeders, on the floor is a circuit. And the room off to the side. Right in there is a bot spot, so put your bot down. Okay, there you go. And you got an artifact in there. So you get your bot spot and an artifact in this closet or storage space, whatever it is. So make sure you get those two items down before you head into the pump station. Okay, once you get in here, you got to go down the thing, do the couple puzzle wheels and this and that, and then you got a big wave of feeders. And then head up the ladder, and on top of this furnace or pump or whatever it is a weapons part. So make sure you pick that up. And like always, I'm full, so I have to drop something here. Okay, so from here you go into the control room, which is straight in front of us, and you'll get the card, okay, for the supply depot, and then audio track will pop up, basically telling you about the supply depot. But off on the side here is a blueprint. I think it's for the medic pistol or something. Anyway, make sure to get those items in before you leave. It's a fairly large level, and there's a lot of collectibles.
Sergeant Cochran, take the security
anytime they got optional missions in there, it definitely adds quite a few more collectibles in there. And the supply depot is a good lengthy one too. So, alright, so you got the audio tape, you picked up the blueprint. got the key card, go through the door, you get your suit. After you get your suit, you can get back in the way you came down. Okay, the audio tape will pop up. Make sure you hit that before hitting through the elevator.
Sam Ackerman. Is anyone left out there?
Sam, it's Dr. Serrano. Listen, you must make your way.
Okay, so once you hit the door, we're going to head off to the supply depot. I decided to leave the route in just in case you get confused on how to get back to it. Basically, once you come out of the Waystation, you head to the left. You have to go through a building here to get to the supply depot. My buddy Demented Priest, he's got a pretty good memory. It's like, oh, gotta head this way through the building. I'm constantly looking through the guidebook and checking things out, so very lucky to have him in the game.
This is a friendly reminder from me. Be sure to have your ration card stamped after every meal. We don't want anyone going hungry out there.
We've been playing together for a long time, and we definitely work well together. He was telling me he was helping another friend out, and it was driving him crazy because he was using a grenade launcher and kept getting himself killed and stuff like that. But he'll still do what he can to help people out. That's just the type of person he is. Alright, so once we get to the supply depot, get inside. Hit the bench if you need to. Off to the side, here's an audio tape. So make sure you hit that.
Lumley! Russo! Anybody there?
Ah, hell, there ain't nobody here.
Someone left the music on. Here, think you're located at Sergeant Lumley's rig. We should be able to pick up his suit's transponder.
Why'd the general send us here anyway?
Boy, an army marches on its stomach.
Okay, so once you head inside here,
Food and guns.
I believe you're going to have a text log in here maybe. Let's see. Yep, got a text log in here. And that's going to be it. So we're going to head down the elevator here. Okay, once we come out our next door, we're going to have a bot spot right here. So before you head up the ladder, make sure you put your bot down. Okay, once you continue on and you get into your next room here, you'll have your audio tape. Make sure you collect that.
There's something wrong with this planet. Something very, very...
Random loot. Okay, in that same room, you'll need to use the power thing here to open up this side door. Okay, we got a weapons part in here. And I'm full, of course. In the previous games, your suits had a lot to do with the capacity of things that you can carry. In this game, the suits don't really have any control of the amount of stuff you can carry. Alright, so get your weapon part and then move on. Get as much loot as you can. I don't know, there was supposed to be something about a bot spot in there, but I don't know, it just didn't work. Anyway, so just move on. Make sure you pick up your text log in the room with the bench in it. Okay, so when you continue on, you're going to come across the room that needs a torque bar. I definitely recommend having at least 3 or 4 of those in your inventory. I always make sure to have them in there. Okay, once you get in here, you'll have a blueprint. Heavy metal thunder. Good weapons, got a rocket launcher on the bottom. Random loot in here. Alright, so make sure you get some torque bars made. Like I said, it's always a good idea to have 3 or 4 of them in your inventory at all times. Alright, continue on. I know it seems kind of choppy with the videos, but it's basically the route you take while the mission's going, so you can't really miss the areas. With the videos, definitely help you. You'll know to collect the items. Okay, now when you get in the room where the safe will pop down, make sure you collect the artifact in here in the corner. Alright, then go ahead. I would recommend over in the corner here is some explosive barrels. Blow the barrels up and then start the mission. Find a nice sweet spot for you and your buddy to defend from. He was right against the barrels. He's like, as long as I don't shoot him, be fine. I'm like, well, what happens if I shoot him? He's like, would you do that? I'm like, not intentionally. Anyway, they definitely plan the rooms out so it's hard to find a corner to fight from. They put the vents pretty much everywhere, so you're going to get flanked all the time. Alright, so continue on. Take the elevator. When you get in the next room with the bench in it, you'll have an audio tape there, so make sure you use that.
Oh no. Oh no, no, no!
He spoiled all the food! Sarge! You hear me? It's gone. It's all gone.
Man does not live by bread alone.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
The meat is all around us. Tasty meat. Fingers, and toes, and noses.
Hey, where are you going? What's gotten into you? Hey!
Everyone must understand. They must know. They must eat.
Okay, so after you use the bench and clear out your inventory, it's also the home of another bot spot in here, so drop your bot. And one of the things that I did, I've spent some money on this game. I bought a lot of the resource packs, and I bought a lot of the weapon, or the big weapon pack, which was kind of a waste of money. I barely used any of the weapons that came with it, with those packs, but whatever. Okay, the room before you leave also has a circuit in there, so make sure you grab that circuit. Okay, now this is down by the shuttle. When you, before you leave the supply depot, make sure you take the elevator down here. The last weapon part is down in this area, so you want to make sure that you grab that. We went into the shuttle. You can't really go anywhere in the shuttle, so make sure you go down there. That's your last piece in the supply depot, so make your way out, head back through that building, and make your way in front of the Waystation again. Now, off to the right is that cave that we went in Chapter 8. So there's a cave back there. You'll probably encounter some enemies, but it's supposed to be the home of another bot spot in there. We didn't take the time to run back there, but feel free to do that if you want to get a bot spot down. Anyway, this was the building you can't get through without the snowsuit. There's a weapon part in there, so make sure you grab that and then continue on. Now, this spot is way after that. You go through some stairs and you fight the big spider, and you continue on, and you load the second disc in the game now. So after you get the second disc in and you get upstairs in here, get your next weapon part, and then go up the ladder, and you're going to have another artifact up there and a few other pieces. So make sure to collect that stuff. Okay, so we got a text log there, a blueprint, pulse rifle. That was one of my main weapons in the other Dead Space games. Text log, and then right around the corner is an artifact. Right there on the floor. Okay, so we're going to continue on down the path, and once we get outside, before we head to the door, there's this other door off to the right side that you have to hack. So hack it, go inside, you'll get your text log, and then the door over to the right has some feeders and some other enemies in there, so take care of them. And then once you get in there, there's a circuit on the wall here. So, and that's going to be your last item for Chapter 9. So that completes all of Chapter 9 and the optional mission, the supply depot. It's quite a bit of stuff. Get a look at it right here. Okay, so there's all the items. Right before Chapter 10, we'll take a look. There's 100% completion on Chapter 9. Got all the items. Hope these videos have been helping you out. If you like the videos, you can always support us by checking out the ads.